Welcome to the birthplace of college football, the campus of Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the game will be a little more technical, but no less intense than that showdown with Princeton in 1869. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights return team didn't help matters out much there. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you, catching the deep ball, or you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for space, it's Henderson. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Now on second down after the good first down run. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Direct snap. Stumbled to the ground. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone.
7, Rutgers, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
The give on the inside. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
The inside handoff. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds a crease at the 20. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Scarlet Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field. Did a great job seeing it, going and get.
Ball in the air, intercepted! The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Got it! And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker here. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Jesse wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They're working that left side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Scarlet Knights in the hurry up.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Touchdown, Rutgers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He makes the connection. Tripped up for the tackle.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like...
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
That makes the score. Rutgers 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. Trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. In the up. Tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident.
Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Finds his man in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, MTSU! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas is currently a big night down. So much so, it feels like we can hear Pig Suey inside our studio. They're up by 28 over ULM. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got it in the middle. It's Potter. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Quickly complete. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity?
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the gun, the running back has it. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Dances away to buy time. At the 45, on its way. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. A 1st and 10 for this offense. He's going to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Rutgers Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
He's got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Middle Tennessee.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Firing toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. Powers through. And the defender is tackled, and that's how. The first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway.
And the Scarlet Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. They'll try to run for it. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Open runway ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time.
Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're just about ready to kick it away.
That makes the score. Middle Tennessee, 38. Rutgers, 28.
Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Lee.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
The Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pen them deep. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the run, it's Henderson. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. The throw. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run to the left. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Trying the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient. He's such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Now the play fake. Makes a connection. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
On third down, going up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. They're trailing by 10 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Hold it, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Henderson. At the 40, there he goes. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. They want to throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead.
He's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. He's got him this time.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
He's got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver shows motion. Fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The option look. Now the pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Quickly out to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Handoff from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Getting some heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Power football with the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Third down after the run. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Timeout, Middle Tennessee.
Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. They'll run it on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this field goal might not lock the game away, but you'd be able to hear the tumblers clicking. It is good. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body...